Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the world of digital marketing to separate the realistic value from the flashy sales copy. We are going to tear down a really popular digital marketing product. If you've ever felt totally overwhelmed by the technical hurdles of starting an online business, you're going to want to stick around for this. We're looking exactly at how this done-for-you list-building system actually works, how it's priced behind the scenes, and exactly how it's marketed to buyers. Okay, let's take a quick look at our roadmap for today. We're kicking things off with the list building struggle, moving into a $7 done-for-you shortcut, peeking inside the actual sales funnel, looking at how the system is marketed, and wrapping up with our final verdict.
All right, first up, the list building struggle.
Building an email list from the ground up is, let's be honest, absolutely exhausting. But it also remains one of the single most reliable ways to build a real online business. So I've got to ask you, what's usually the thing that stops you in your tracks? Is it actually getting the traffic to show up, or is it creating all that content? Because the gap between knowing you need a list and actually having one, it is filled with massive technical bottlenecks. You can't just beg for an email address, right? You need to offer a reason, and that means building out lead magnets. Then you need a place to actually capture the email, meaning landing pages and opt-in forms. And finally, you have to follow up with these long, expertly crafted email sequences. Honestly, just staring at that to-do list can literally paralyze a beginner. It turns what should be a quick weekend project into weeks of pure frustration. Which brings us to part 2, a $7 done-for-you shortcut. Now imagine hitting this exact entry point in a marketing funnel. You're promised your first 100 subscribers, and fast. The messaging here is razor sharp. Calling it a beginner's shortcut is totally engineered to instantly melt away all that stress we just talked about. It's basically offering a done-for-you framework, just tweak what is already built and you're off to the races. So instead of staring blankly at a blinking cursor, you're handed these pre-built, customizable resources. And notice those sleek 3D mock-ups, the ones showing the product floating on computer monitors and phones? That is a classic psychological tactic. It massively bumps up the perceived value of what are essentially just digital files. The whole pitch is super simple. Spend drastically less time creating and pour all of your energy into actually promoting. Let's peel back the curtain a bit. Part 3, inside the sales funnel. The absolute main hook of this whole system is the wildly low entry price, just $7. That practically wipes out any financial barrier for a beginner. And in the digital marketing space, a $7 price tag isn't random. It's highly strategic. It's what marketers call a tripwire. It's so cheap it feels like a total impulse buy, a complete no-brainer for someone who's desperate to just save some time on setting up landing pages. But watch what happens right at checkout. Boom, classic marketing pressure is applied right to your face. You get the whole, hurry, only 100 left text. It is textbook scarcity. Because, as we all know, digital downloads can absolutely run out of stock in the digital warehouse, right? Jokes aside, pairing a steep discount with a ticking countdown is totally designed to force a quick, emotional decision before your logical brain has time to overthink it. But here is the catch. That's $7. It just gets you in the front door. Like most systems on affiliate networks, the real money is made on the back end. You want them to set everything up for you? That's going to be an extra $47. Want the rights to resell the entire package as your own product? Bam, another $97. That back-end structure right there is the true financial engine of an affiliate funnel. And they do not waste a single second. The exact moment you buy that initial blueprint, the thank you page hits you with an immediate upsell. Notice how it seamlessly transitions from congratulations straight into asking if you want to launch a complete done-for-you lead funnel right then and there. It's an aggressive move, but honestly, a brilliant tactic. They are striking while the iron is hot and you're already in a buying mood. All right, taking a slight detour for part 4, marketing this system. This is a really fascinating meta-analysis pulled right from the source. It turns out if you upgrade a marketing post from just dumping a list of exact match keywords to actively asking your audience a question, your engagement absolutely skyrockets. An original post that just relied on keywords scored a decent 8.8. But by tweaking the strategy, by calling out a beginner's biggest mistake and wrapping up with a targeted question, the score bumped up to a 9.6. It is a masterclass in copywriting. You don't just sell the feature, you sell the solution, and you invite the audience right into the conversation. Which brings us to our final stop, part 5, the final verdict. Here is the ultimate reality check straight from the source material. And it's a big one. There is absolutely no magic push-button solution. No done-for-you product can ever replace traffic or consistent hard work. Sure, templates, pre-written emails, and sleek graphics are fantastic tools. They can literally shave days off your setup time, which is incredibly valuable. But if you honestly expect to drop $7, click a button, and watch an automated income stream flood your bank account, you're gonna be deeply disappointed. At the end of the day, you still have to do the heavy lifting of bringing in eyeballs and nurturing those real relationships. So you really have to weigh the convenience of having these ready-made assets against the ongoing everyday hustle required to actually make them work. If the tech side of things totally paralyzes you, a low-cost shortcut might just be the exact catalyst you need to get moving. But never forget, the real business only starts after the setup is finished. So I'll leave you to ponder this. Is saving that initial setup time really worth the $7 investment for your specific business? Keep questioning the mechanics